Well, hello, my cosmic mamas. My name is Shauna, and welcome to In a Cosmic World, Pregnancy Edition. If you will, please like, share, subscribe to join us. Hit that bell so you never miss the amazing things we have going on here on this channel. I greatly appreciate it. If you can tell by the title, today we'll be talking about my pregnancy journey weeks 20 through 22. Just a quick disclaimer, I am no doctor nor licensed professional when it comes to pregnancy. This is me sharing my personal journey and experience. I'm a first time mom, so any tips and tricks that I could give you guys, I'm more than happy to do it for you. Just letting you know what I've experienced thus far and to entertain you. If you see me looking down, you already know the deal. I'm looking in one of the two pregnancy journals that I have. And yeah, with that being said, oh wait, if you haven't already, check out the description box down below. There I will have my email if you're interested in reaching out. I will have three of my journals that I've created and posted on Amazon that are available for purchase. And if you want to sow a seed to the channel, I have my Cashapp and my PayPal down below as well. So with that being said, let's get on into it. So weeks 20. So in week 20, it was good. I think I was still having the basic symptoms. If you guys have been following me thus far, you know that I've been having the cravings of breakfast, food. If I don't eat just one big breakfast, I'm eating two breakfasts, one as soon as I wake up before work, and then one when I get to work. Or I wait till I get to work and I eat a big one. But then I might have to, on my first break, have another breakfast. So I have two breakfasts a day. So that still was going on up until this point. And I'm not sure if I said in the last video my birthday was in week 19, but in week 20, um in week 20, it was actually my 29th birthday. February 11th, 2025. I turned 29 and I had to move. I actually had to move the week before to about 35 minutes away from where I was originally at. So that took a toll on me mentally, physically, and emotionally because it was really unexpected. I had to find somewhere for me to go, and I'm pregnant, and I had to find somewhere for my dog to go. So that was very stressful, but overall, I mean, I did have a pretty good birthday. Um but yeah, the baby was still kicking, and I was still feeling the little twists and turns and glides, and it just got a little bit stronger in week 20. So week 21, it says the baby is the size of an orange, according to this my pregnancy journey journal. Week 21, same symptoms. Nothing changed except for just, like I said, my living situation. At this point, I was living with my grandmother, and honestly, it took away a lot of the stress because she was cooking and, cleaning and, making me feel good and stuff like that. Just being the support system that I needed. And she was very accepting to my dog and still is to this day. She just took away a lot of the stress that I was having when I was living back with my parents. So it's further from work, of course, but, I just had to do what I had to do. So, of course, I just needed a little bit more time before I went out and got back on my feet, on my getting my own place to stay. But for the meantime, that's where I was at my grandmother's house, and having the same symptoms, just trying to adjust to everything. And it also took a toll on my relationship with my partner, because now we're like about 35, 40 minutes away from each other. So it's kind of, we still, at this point, we still got to see each other and stuff like that, but it just took a little toll. It was just a completely different experience than what we were already experiencing. So then at week 22, week 22, I would say, was one of the toughest weeks for me. In week 22, I decided that, me and my partner decided that we did, in fact, want to have a baby shower. After debating it for a couple weeks, we want to have a baby shower. And so I decided, based on our circumstances, that we didn't necessarily need to have a traditional baby shower. And for any mamas out there, whether you're a first-time mom, especially if you're a first-time mom or however time mom, your baby shower is about you and your baby. Period, point blank. Whether the father is involved or not, your baby shower is about you and your baby. The necessities that you need and the necessities that your baby needs. A lot of times people do not follow what's on registries. That's just my personal experience, what I've experienced from different family members having babies, friends, coworkers. They will put out a registry, and 9 times out of 10, people buy what they want to buy, not what you want them to buy, right? Sometimes you'll get those good cookies that'll actually look at your registry, whether it's online or at a specific store or whatever. They will actually look at it, see what you need, and get those things that you need. But again, what I have noticed, majority of people do not do that. They see that you need a stroller, and they're like, maybe somebody else will get her a stroller. I'm just the friend, or I'm just the cousin, or I'm just the whatever. That's fine. And they go and get your baby some clothes. They go and get your baby a passy or socks or whatever. That is completely fine. Whatever they get, you will appreciate. I decided to do things a little bit differently. I was like, I know we're going to get all of those things, but what I need that I think it will make it so much easier for myself and so much easier for everybody else, we're going to have a diapers and wipes party, right? My partner was all for that. He was all for having a diapers and wipes party. I let him know why I wanted to do that. I let him know, based off of our circumstances, I have a sibling who's had 2 children now. I have, family members, friends who've had kids, and he's has friends and family who's had kids that were already providing stuff for us before we even decided to have a baby shower. So we have a lot of stuff before even, and still, we haven't had a baby shower, and we still have so much in here, like bassinet, right? Like that's just one of the things that we have already without having to go to a baby shower just yet. So we decided to have the diapers and wipes party. And like I said, based off our circumstances, I found the place. Unfortunately, we can only do the baby shower on a Friday because this place is a steal. $200 for this place. It's at a park. It's a building at a park. We get all access to inside the building. It has a little kitchen area. It has plenty of tables and chairs. It has a grill right outside of it. It's at a park, right? Plenty of parking spaces. $200 from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. That is a steal. People that I know spend $200 an hour, if not more, and only be there for 4 hours or 5 hours or whatever for their baby shower, right? We get this place for $200 from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Not saying that we will stay that long, and not saying that it's going to start at 9 or whatever. I'm just saying that it's a steal. That's why Friday was the only day that was available, right? Everybody is already booking it for a Saturday, booking it for a Sunday. Just during the week was the only thing available because that's when people were at work. I created the invitation. My partner picked out the theme, which was totally fine. We love it. I love it. It's beautiful. It fits what we're going for, right? I found all the decorations, despite how hard it was. I found this still of a place, and I booked it for a Friday. And I gave everybody a 2-month in advance notice, right? Trying to make this as easy as possible. Keep following me, right? So by the end of February 2025, all of our friends, all of our family have the invitation telling them when, where, and that it's a diapers and wipes party. And any addition, and I even put, because people were asking, did you make a registry? Did you make a registry? Because my partner came back and was like, hey, my friend said we should make a registry. Da 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 da. I said, babe, we don't need a registry. We talked about this based off of our circumstances. Our circumstances are different from everybody else's circumstances, Based off of our circumstances, we don't need a registry. He was like, well, I was creating one. Why are you creating one? You don't know what mama needs. You may know a few things that baby needs, but you don't know what mama needs. We do not need a registry. So that was a whole ordeal that we had to deal with. I was like, tell your friends it's a diapers and wipes party. We do not have a registry. So on the invitation, I put no registry available. Any other gifts will be up to our guest. As simple as that. If you did not know what to bring to a baby shower, it says it at the top. Baby shower, come support so and so and so and so for baby so and so. Diapers and wipes party. I don't know. By the end of February, everybody had this invitation. So you have a 2-month in advance invitation. You got all of March, and you got until the end of April. That's when we have our baby shower, at the end of April. And it's like, I made it so easy. I went out of my way to find this place. I went out of my way to find the decorations. Like I said, despite how hard it was, because this specific theme, it's a little bit hard to just get this one character out of. And I will let you guys know, after we get to the baby shower, because we haven't got to it just yet. We got a few more weeks to go, and I'll let you guys know about it. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know how simpler it could get. I took upon all the stress. So all he have to do at this point is find a DJ or have somebody he knows do the music. All he has to do is figure out the food situation. And I want someone to take our maternity photos. And I knew he could do all three because he has 3 different friends who can do those things. Right? And who said that they wanted to do those things. So I made even his jobs easier. I got this. I got the decorate. I got all the other stuff. All you got is 3 things. You got 1, 2, 3. The food, the music, and the photos. And you have one friend to do each of those things. They said that they wanted to, and I told you, I knew that you could figure it out. And just in case you couldn't figure it out or something fell through the cracks, I had a plan B. So, that was stressful. It ended up, his friend that caters ended up saying he couldn't do it. So I was like, we could do pizza. We could do cupcakes, cookies, drinks, whatever. We can figure that out. It's easy. It's not hard. The friend with the music, if he falls through the cracks, my grandmother has a huge speaker that she uses on each and every cookout. Already got the approval that I could use it. Then the only thing is the friend that with the photos, I have to just come out of pocket a little bit more, and I might not have my dog included. And if my boyfriend doesn't want to take the pictures anymore for whatever reason, There's plenty of places I can go and get maternity photos. Like, I just wanted beautiful pictures with me in the dress that I already bought and the dress that I bought for my dog. I just wanted to take pictures, and of course him. I wanted to take pictures with all three of us. But if I have to do it by myself, then it's just memories, you know? It's not like just important, but it's just something that I would have liked to do to, get the full experience of being a first time mom and pregnant for fully for the first time. So, moving on to the next part of the week 22, we're almost through it, okay? I promise you. I ain't gonna keep you too much longer. So, I had been telling my partner, well, me and my partner were looking for a house. That's why it was so unexpected that I had to move to my grandmother's house because my parents were selling their house. It was a whole big ordeal, right? So, we were looking for a house when I was living with my parents. And things were going pretty well, it felt like. We just had to work on one aspect of the house buying process. And we was trying to find one that we really liked. And then when we ended up finding one we really liked, but I had to move. And then, I had to get kind of like back on track, back in the swing of things. And then all of a sudden we didn't get approved for the house that we wanted. So it was kind of like devastated. And then I was like telling him weeks in advance, I was like, hey, since we, didn't get approved for the house, we're going to have to get an apartment. Like, I'm at my grandmother's, And he's like listening, but not listening. Y'all know how guys are. If they're not motivated to do it, they're not going to do it. And I'm going to tell you something right now. Whether you married or in a relationship or whatever, when you decide to have a baby, sis, mama, that's your baby. At the end of the day, I'm being totally honest. A man can walk out at any time. If he feel like he don't want to do it, he feel like he don't like you no more, he don't want the baby no more or whatever, it's your responsibility. From the moment that you got pregnant until the moment that you push that baby out, unless you giving the baby away, unless you had an abortion, whatever. You have a baby, it's your baby. Don't matter if you married. I just wanted to throw that out there for first time moms. I'm telling you, things change. Y'all could be having fun, having a good time, and then things quickly change because now you're focused on what you and your baby needs. He could be focused on how he's still going to be able to live his life the way that he like to live it. That's the difference. If you get you got to be mindful who you have kids with. For real. But anyway, he was lollygagging with that. Just being straight up. He was lollygagging with that. If you see this video, he probably ain't gonna like it. Oh well, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling y'all the truth, okay? So, I still got some stuff on me, but I'm like, you know what? I don't care about that. We need a place. We need a place to go, And I applied for an apartment. I paid for my application fee, and I asked him, I said, hey, do you want to live with us? This is my last time asking you. And he said, yeah. So, okay. I paid for his application fee. Ladies, do not do that. If he can't pay for his application fee, don't do it. But I paid for both of our application fees. He filled out his part. I filled out my part. And this was on a Saturday. They ended up calling me. I didn't expect that. I didn't even expect to get approved, But they ended up calling me. They said they received my application, and they said, did I want to come and tour it? So not only did I fill out an application that same day, not only did I fill out the application, paid for our applications, I scheduled our tour that same day. We went and we looked at it, said it was perfect, and by Tuesday, mind you, we did this on a Saturday. By Tuesday, I had us approved. So the only thing that he had to do was come up with the money. Because I'm not going to be doing everything, right? And I had if I hadn't of got new brakes and rotors for my car, I would have been able to, pay the application or not the application, pay for us to get in an apartment. But I'm like, okay, this is my partner. He gonna have to figure it out. If he wanted bad enough, he gonna figure it out. We both tried. We asked for help and stuff that, I don't usually ask for help, but I asked for help. He asked for help. We couldn't do it. Had to let it fall through the cracks. I was disappointed and still am a little bit, but I'm just grateful because I just feel like we can only do the best that we can do. But if you really want it, you're going to go out there and get it, no matter what. And it was kind of a test. I'm going to see if you're going to do what you're going to do for your family that you're creating with me. Because, to be honest, I forgot what I was about to say. But, needless to say, week 22 was one of the most stressful weeks of this entire pregnancy. But, overall, my pregnancy has been good up until that point. Of course, I craved breakfast as usual. I craved pizza. I craved sweets. Overall energy level, perfect, right? I started to fall back from a lot of people, family, friends, even my relationship. I started to kind of just fall back and focus on me, focus on baby, because I started to get really stressed out. And then, and I just said what I said. When it comes to the baby shower, I had to put my foot down. I said what I said. People gonna love it. People gonna hate it. I don't care. And that's how you should be, mama. You gonna have naysayers, and you gonna have people that don't like this. Why are you doing it there? Why is it this time? Why is it this day? It don't matter. It's because it's that day. It's because it's that time. It's because it's that place. Because I said so. You gonna show up? You gonna be supportive or not? If not, it's okay. If you do, thank you. Anyways, the most excited thing that I'm excited about is getting this far in pregnancy. Healthy. Baby is strong, Baby is beautiful. What I'm most nervous about is baby coming way too early before I'm even prepared. But I'm always prepared. Even when it look like I'm not. And I learned that the usual time of the baby's movements is right around 7 a.m.-ish. Right when I'm at work or when I'm hungry or when I've eaten something sweet. And when I'm finally getting ready to lay down for the day, that's when the baby usually moves around. So yes, so the moment that you all have been waiting for, the gender. Because I know last video I said I was going to let you guys know what the gender was. This video, if you guys had guessed, at the time of recording, I'm not sure if you guys guessed what the gender was or not, but yeah, I'll let you guys know in 5, 4, 3, 2. So if you've seen my little short clip, it is a girl. And we found out that it was a girl at 18 weeks and 5 days at my anatomy scan. And yes, she's kicking. She's healthy. She got a big old head like her daddy. She probably going to be very smart. And I'm happy that it's a girl. I wanted a boy. A lot of people did think it was a boy, and a lot of people thought it was a girl. I personally thought it was a boy. It's a girl. It's a girl. And I'm thankful. I'm blessed and highly favored despite how anything else has been going. But, I wanted to be up front, straight up forward with you guys. Yeah, I'll give y'all a little bump shot at the end. But I just want you guys to know that you got this, mama. You got this. I know it ain't easy. I know it's not. Shoot, you already got to deal with the pregnancy symptoms and not feeling well and, having to eat, having to pee, have to do all that stuff. You know, have to be careful not being dehydrated, because you can get them Braxton Hicks. And I think I finally felt it for the first time, but we'll get into that sooner or later. But yeah, you got this. Keep your head up. Don't let nobody get to you. You know, it doesn't matter what they say, what they think. You're going to be an amazing mother despite all the obstacles. Just think, you got all these obstacles in your way because you got this little bundle of joy. This is a blessing, you know? This is a blessing. Don't let nobody take that happiness away from you. You enjoy your pregnancy. Don't let people scare you. Enjoy being a mother. Enjoy being pregnant. Enjoy your children. Children are a blessing straight from the divine and come right through our portal, whether you have a C-section or whether you have a vaginal birth. So yeah, stay tuned for weeks 23 through 26. Let's see, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, 23, 24 to 5. I'll do 23 through 26. That sounds right. So stay tuned for that for the next video. Thank you so much. Please leave a comment down below if you have something to say or, you know, want to vent. You know, if I'm able to, I'll respond. If not, I'll at least like it if I see it, you know. So, yeah. But, yeah, thank you guys for supporting me and loving me and being here and listening to me and laughing with me, crying with me. I don't think I cried, but if you cried, you know. But yeah, I just appreciate y'all for real. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.